How you feel?
Good. Yeah, I feel good.
Is the wrist normal now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much doing full baseball activity like a normal ramp up as I would for a regular season going into spring training. So I feel like I'm in a good spot.
Do you expect to be ready for the start?
Yeah, I would say so. I expect to be ready to go once I get to Fort Myers.
There was talk about if they got further in the playoffs, that you might eventually be able to get back. Do you think that was possible?
I mean, the way that the offseason went, like, I'm not sure, but like my role at that time was to make sure that I'm doing whatever I can to make that a possibility, which is what I was doing. Obviously, it didn't go the way that we wanted in the playoffs, so we couldn't really find out. But yeah, I'm not really sure.
I know you wanted to play in the WBCA. Not going to be able to do that now because kind of coming off surgery.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, nothing's like set in stone. Last I heard, I'm waiting for the WBC insurance to clear it, which I heard is not that easy. I'm staying hopeful because I'd love to play for Team Mexico.
Craig and Cora as well actually both talked about them wanting you to put some weight on, get stronger, all those things. Mm-hmm. How has that gone for you this offseason?
It's been great. I mean, it was one of the main goals I set for myself going into the offseason. I weighed in at like 218 right now, which is by far the heaviest I've ever weighed in my life. I feel great. Stronger and faster than ever, so I feel like my body's in a really good spot.
What were you last year?
Finished the season at like 208, around there.
Just the way the roster is right now, I mean, it looks like you could wind up playing second base or third base. Kind of like, what's your kind of mindset going in?
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy going into an off season, kind of getting reps at every position. I believe that every position requires different traits, different skills, different angles that you need to master. Obviously, I'm doing everything I can, taking reps at third and at second base, and I feel really good at both. So wherever they need me is where I'm going to play, and I'm going to do my best out there.
What were your takeaways from the Story camp?
Yeah, it was great. Just to be out there with the boys, kind of get introduced to like a new form of training. You know, in the off season, everybody has their own schedule and their own regimen that they do. So kind of getting out of that comfort zone could only help your body and help you in that way. So being with the guys again, seeing his facility, you know, all the training that he does was fun.
Did you get a cowboy hat?
I did. Nice. Yeah. Customized too. It was nice. Yeah.
When you talk about the challenge of working at two different positions, obviously third base on the left side of the field, but second base on the right side of the field, but you're up the middle. What's the biggest challenge adjustment for you?
From position to position.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's like. I just think they're different.
Yeah.
You know, like playing third base is completely different than playing second base. So they each require like a unique skill. Second base, you're doing everything backwards. Third base, you're pretty much playing shortstop with less range, kind of quicker reflexes. So yeah, I think they're just different skills that you need to hone in on to be able to be great at that position.
What if Craig or anybody else told you about your opportunity and role and playing facing lefties, playing every day, things along those lines?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really had too much conversation. My goal right now is just to get to spring training in the best shape I can and go out there and perform, and I think if I play well, everything will take care of itself.
What's this offseason been like where in past years you were a minor leaguer trying to break in, now you have big league experience, and how is that just a bit different kind of going into this year?
I mean, you're in the big leagues now, and to me, like, the real work starts now. I've definitely gotten after it this offseason. Yeah, and I think you just learn through experience of what you need to work on in the big leagues. Things that you necessarily didn't really have to do when you were in the minors because you didn't know you needed to work on them. But yeah, I think every year just brings new challenges, and which make your off season unique.
Did you start your baseball activity stuff at the same time you normally would?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Where are you now in terms of what you're doing?
I mean, I'm going to the field, training, hitting off the machine, taking ground balls, throwing from third base, second base, all that stuff.
And hitting is no issue with the wrist?
No, it feels good.
Yeah. When you talk to Benji about the WBC, what did he tell you about playing time? Like how would you get enough that you felt like you were still getting ready for the season? Or?
I mean, it's not something we've talked about yet. I think as it gets closer and we kind of see what happens with the insurance, it'll definitely be a topic of conversation. It hasn't been talked about, but I mean, I would obviously love to play if I'm going to be going out there, just so I don't miss reps.
You need to kind of balance, wanting to play for Mexico. I know
Of
your
course.
dad is, really wants to see you, and kind of having enough at bats and enough innings to be ready for the season.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's better competition than
Right.
playing like a regular spring training game. So if I'm able to play in those games, I think I'm getting more ready for the season. Like we're playing USA, which we're going to face Logan Webb, Scuball, whoever that has. So we're going to be facing guys because teams really want to win. So I think it's just a great opportunity, not only to represent the country that you're playing for, but to also use it as an opportunity to get ready because that atmosphere is really unmatched from what I've seen. So the transition is only going to translate to the big leagues.
You, Roman, and some others went to Fort Myers for the playoffs. When the Yankee series was going on, did you guys watch the games together, or what?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was not fun being in Florida watching your team in New York play. After, putting months into it, obviously Roman and I wanted to be out there. We wanted to be playing, helping the team win. What's past is past. That didn't happen. I'm just looking forward to this year. We have a really great team, and we're just going to go out there and play hard, and hopefully, we make a much longer run this year in the playoffs.
You guys are such good friends. Did it make it easier in any way that you guys can kind of talk to each other about how much it kind of?
I mean, I guess you're just pissed when that happens. Yeah. It's our dream to play here, and when you play in an organization like this, all you want to do is win, and you play the whole season to get to the playoffs. So when you're not in it, it's gut punching. So obviously, having Roman there helped a little bit, but we were definitely not happy down there watching the boys play.
When Game 3 was over, did you guys talk about it with each other,
like
in
about
the
the
moment,
game?
like the game's over, therefore the season's over, everybody's over there with the season over, you guys are together. Did you talk about anything, or was it just sort of like all right, see you tomorrow sort of thing?
I mean, not really see you tomorrow because I was see you in 5 months.
Right, true, true.
But yeah, I mean, when the season's over, you talk about the season, and those guys are your brothers. So not only with Roman, we talk with everybody else, reflect on the season and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm sure they had much more talks because they were there and they lost. They were in the clubhouse. We were from afar, so we did what we could. But yeah, me and Roman talk constantly. Obviously, when the season ended, there was for sure conversations.